Hey guys, Mike and Luis here. The following episode was recorded on May 23rd. Just 2 days later, we mourned the loss and the murder of yet another victim of unnecessary police brutality. Since we're a comedy podcast, we found it a bit out of our wheelhouse to address the upsetting and tiring issue of racism in our nation, but we also didn't feel comfortable just going on with the show without showing our support for our brothers and sisters in protest.
Although we are a small platform here, we want to use it to promote equality and open arms for all genders, races, and sexual orientations, and show you that we are with you. We hope that this episode could still put a smile on your face during this difficult time of turmoil. Stay safe. Love one another.
Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Rest in peace.
That's bothering me. You gotta pull that string down, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah. I wore it like that.
How old are you? 12?
Dude, I saw that.
Good call on that. Good call.
That might have been good content for the live.
I think I wore that.
We're recording.
Oh, we're already recording?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fix that.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the You're Not Down podcast.
You're not down. Who are you?
I am your host, Michael Halftime Rubio.
There it is.
And this is your boy, Luis
Chupacabra.
Castillo. And for the very first time.
Here live, right?
Live
in the flesh.
In the You're Not Down studio. Very first time ever. We got our first ever guest. Please welcome. Do we have a nickname for him? Or are we just going to...
I let him do it.
Well, hey, this is a privilege to say in the studio. Your own name.
Tell the people who you are.
First off, I just want to say this is awesome. This is crazy. I've been waiting for this. I'm proud. This has been fun. It's been a fun ride just watching you guys.
Oh, thanks, man.
Over the weeks, man. It gives me something to look forward to, especially in this time. We're not doing anything. This is perfect. You know, it's a time where we need laughs. You know, This is perfect for it. And you know, you get those people like, oh man, why are you laughing right now, dude? This is the perfect time.
Screw those people, man.
we need laughter.
Those people could shove it. Also, those people could subscribe to our podcast.
Also,
Apple Music, Spotify. It's on YouTube and everything.
If not, feel free. That's all I gotta say.
Feel free to suck it. Anyways.
Also, this is probably if you're not 18, it's gonna get raunchy, guys. So
we're in for a raunchy
let me just say, this is gonna get crazy.
Well, what's your name though?
My name is Lino.
Yeah.
Lino.
And we've talked about him. We've talked about his family before. This is Mike's cousin.
My cousin.
All the way from Las Vegas. Why am I doing your voice? That's your job.
All the way from Las Vegas, Nevada. Give it up for Lino. Hey, un aplauso. We got a button for that. Un aplauso. It's the laugh track.
It's the laugh every time.
Just to laugh. So I'm a joke now. I'm a joke.
I'm writing it in my notes to put
We don't even have the fake laptop out.
Yeah, no. We're realizing how much of our budget we've run out of. For all our video listeners, me and Mike are sharing a microphone.
We're sharing
right
a
now.
microphone.
Yeah. Our thighs are touching right now.
That's the way I like it, though.
We also. Why didn't you say something in the last 10 episodes? We could have sat this way every time.
Every week.
I built the table and I felt like I had to sit opposite of you, but I really wanted to be on this side.
This table was built for two tops.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing why. Because I don't know if you've ever felt another man's body heat.
Can't say that I have.
Yeah.
We're looking to delve into that, actually, this episode.
All right.
We want to talk about all body heat related things.
Oh, yeah. Because there's a time for it.
Oh, yeah. And what better time than right now? One burly man. One. What do we even classify me as?
Brown man.
All right.
The brown man.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Should we hit people with the fun facts?
It's a fun fact time, baby. Fun fact time.
Hit us with yours.
Fun fact for me, and this might be surprising for most of our audience, but I didn't start drinking until 21. I actually held out.
Fucking loser.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, isn't it?
You've had a sip though, right? Before?
Yeah, I mean, I tried here and there, but honestly, I thought it was disgusting my whole life.
The first time you got drunk was 21.
Yeah, maybe 22.
Was that a personal choice or?
You know, I just never really got into it. I think I was always scared about getting in trouble with the law.
With the law, not even like your
The
parents.
law
Just
being-
I was
the
more
law.
worried about the parents thing.
Yeah.
Like, that was the most.
The law being my mother.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she lays down the law.
Because we all come from Latino families, pretty
Right.
much. And I mean, like, you guys are more kind of
Latino than you. Yes.
¿Qué chingados dijiste, güey? Ahorita te parto la madre. That's probably the most I got possessed by a Mexican ghost right now.
I'm
That's the most
gonna
Mexican I've been.
move my seat over to the other side of the table.
If you thought Mike was bad when he said Mike mas o menos, I'm menos menos. Yeah, there's no mas in my Spanish.
Yeah.
I'm menos all the way.
Yeah, but you're all right because you got the good looks. To our audio listeners, let me just describe Lalin for a second. We got a good looking young man here, right? He has a nice fair complexion. He has a
Hold up, say it sexy.
Oh, yeah.
All sexy.
Yeah, do we have like a tune,
Break
like
it
a little
down for
clarinet
the-
or like a little
this guy
We
here.
got
saxophone, little sexy saxophone in the back?
we don't have we do have a sad trombone,
Oh,
but that's used when he's describing me.
okay. That one's taken already.
Yeah. We don't
Okay.
have any sexy saxophones, but
For our audio listeners, sitting across from me, Lino is a strong, adorable young man at the ripe age of 24
see papi.
4.
years of age. His complexion is like, if I could describe it as a sweet buttercream. His beard is finely groomed, and he has the most beautiful eyes that you've ever seen. Take a look. Take a sip. Yeah, I don't know.
I forgot we were recording a podcast for a second. I got lost in his eyes, and I'm like, sweet buttery. You know, and it's funny. We could get back to your fun fact as well.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, but just you describing this man's looks kind of was my fun fact.
You guys are too much. You
Oh,
guys
are
are too
you?
much. You're giving me too much credit. You're giving me too much credit.
Hit
Absolutely
us
not.
with your fun fact.
My fun fact has to do with my boy Lino over here.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Every time I visited this guy in Vegas and I get my eyes on a purty little lady,
Oh my god.
I lose her. And where can she be but under Lino's arm?
That's not even true.
Under that warm embrace.
Oh, God.
I might have happened one time, and that was it.
Try 7 times. But who's counting?
I wasn't. I was.
Yeah, no. This is not much of a debate. I mean,
Yeah,
we could talk about stories. I don't know. if I
Yeah, that's
wanna
a
get
great
into
fun
that.
fact. We'll delve deep into that.
Yeah, but this guy, man, I've been taking L's to Lino for as long as I've known him.
Yeah.
I'm not even mad about it.
Haven't we all? This is now the You're Not Down podcast with Lino.
Yeah, guest stars Mike and Luis.
Luis, yeah, whatever his name is.
I forget his name every week.
If I knew I was going to get berated on this episode. Yeah, no. We could talk about that later, but you got a fun fact for us?
Hit us with one.
A fun fact about me, I think I have a really cool job.
Okay.
All right, all right.
It's pretty interesting, man. Every night I go in, it's always something new.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps me busy, and I work for I'm in the nightclub industry in Vegas.
Oh, sexy.
Yeah, so
Well, I got an erection again. Second time this podcast. No, that's
what was the first time?
when he was describing you.
Oh my god! All right, this is where I get out of here.
You're lucky you're on that side of the table.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't worry. His erection's not going to reach you.
if you're lucky, it might reach you. If you're lucky, on a good day, it reaches you.
I'm feeling it on my thigh right now.
It does cut at a 90-degree angle towards the left. So
You got a little hook at the end.
yeah, you're in the splash zone right now. Be careful.
It's like SeaWorld.
Talk about Lino's eyes one more time. You're gonna. Oh god. But yeah, no, that's.
But
dope.
yeah, I have a blast, man. I'm the guy they call when it's time to go home.
Oh, okay.
When it's time to go home, you had too much fun. I'm
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy.
The
know,
enforcer.
the enforcer. Yeah, I may not look big and have freaking a 6-pack and giant arms, but
Don't sell yourself short, dude. You're wearing a shirt. The audience doesn't know that.
You're also,
yeah, under the shirt there's a 6-pack. I'm super chiseled.
Yeah.
I'm super chiseled up. You just can't see.
You're also big where it counts, though.
Oh yeah, that's not even. I don't even
In
have
the
to tell
heart.
them that.
In
That's
his
a
heart.
secret. They'll find that out eventually. They'll find that out.
That's how he's able to steal all those girls from you.
Well, he just shows them.
Yeah, he
his,
just whips it out.
just whips out his cock.
Hold on, wait. Where are we going with this?
I mean, that's how I took it.
It's always a consensual cock pull out. Though.
It's got to be consensual. Let's emphasize the consensual.
Yeah,
You know, these times
sure.
people are losing their careers, and
We're very big on consent here at the You're Not Down podcast.
Yeah. We're known for our consent. People tune in weekly just for the consent.
with all of
itself.
your ads and everything, I'm sure you get consent from all those
Yeah.
advertisements.
Yeah,
I'm sure all those guys approve of all those things. So.
We don't have countless lawsuits right now.
I've seen the paperwork. It's all clear. We got the green light.
Yeah.
I mean, I could call my lawyer at any point.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. I mean, sorry,
Yeah.
Mr.
Go ahead. As your lawyer.
Oh, we are so fucked. Luckily, we have like 7 listeners at this point. But in the future, maybe we'll have a problem.
Let me just say there's not a lawyer in here that's going to stop me from exposing these guys because, in my opinion, these guys are holding back. And my job tonight
Ooh.
is
Drop the hammer.
I'm going to drop the hammer on them. So
Please keep it in your pants. Keep the hammer
I'm
in
going
your
to try to
pants.
keep it as G-rated as
Yeah.
possible. I know we have a lot of family out there listening. You know, shout out to all the family.
Shout out to the fam.
But,
Shout out to Anna.
yeah.
Anna.
What's up, Anna? Yeah, this is great. I'm excited to be here. I'm a little nervous. I've never been on any type of
Don't worry,
recording or
nobody's
anything.
listening to
But
this.
yeah, I know we have 1 million followers and
Yeah.
we have a lot of eyes and ears listening.
Yeah,
So
this is the number 3 podcast
Number
in the
3.
world.
I think
Yeah.
we're right behind Joe Rogan.
Number 1 in your heart, yeah.
That's fair,
Yeah, what's
man.
up, What's up, Joe Rogan?
Where you at? Watch me put you in a rear naked chokehold.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick you out of a club.
Yeah.
Let's see how you like it.
Right.
Yeah, man, we're almost there. One day. We're going to pass that guy. Headlock and all.
Yeah.
But, no.
We already passed him in hair.
Yeah, you're already winning.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you want us to loosen the reins a little bit, you're saying.
Yeah, you guys are playing it comfortable. You guys are playing. We've had a lot of stories over the years, you know.
Yeah.
First he calls my dick small.
didn't say
now
that.
he's saying. First he says that he's
He
got a
didn't say
way
it was
bigger
small.
dick than I do.
He said it was comfortable.
Now I'm holding back. No, you should. Is there something you want to hear? All right, right now you should call us out on stuff, and we'll say if we're down to share the story, or if we're not down.
Okay, we can do that. The most recent one that I can probably think of is not too long ago.
I don't like the sound of this already.
Yeah,
man.
so
it's recent.
it's
a
recent.
fresh-
It's recent.
Fresh wound.
It's fresh. It's still fresh in my mind. There's no blur. It's all clear to me. You guys had a Vegas trip,
Yeah, we did.
and you guys talked about going to Vegas and having your gambling nights and sharing rooms and stuff, cuddling with Mike and the meat. So we'll get into something right now. I believe it was. Let's see. What was the occasion? Because you guys come out pretty often.
Yeah,
So I lose track of the occasions sometimes, but
And I usually forget what happened at each
oh yeah,
one.
and that's normal. You go to Vegas and it happens, you know.
I like how the saying of what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas does not apply to this very moment.
That never applied. I don't know who started that because that was never true.
Right.
It was never true.
So
What happens in Vegas is always gonna go back to wherever you're going.
It
Always.
travels with you, right?
Yeah, it travels.
STDs don't stop at the Nevada border.
Nope.
They don't. Shit. Yeah, no.
So I think we had an outing, and Luis thought it was a great idea.
I have a lot of those.
He does have some great ideas, but this one tops them all.
Dang it.
He decided to venture off on his own and try to find a little after party in Vegas. He wasn't done. He wasn't done partying, you know?
Right. I remember this story
You
very
know?
clear as well.
This is the most recent one for Louis' birthday?
Yeah, it might be in the battle between Luis's, yeah. And I think you were trying to make a point to be on your side. You were going all out, you know? You wanted to be the top Luis.
And I am. I just want to put that on the record.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah,
Luis,
we talked about his or my story where I ate the dog food and the
Right.
vodka and the ketchup.
Yeah.
He hasn't one up to me.
He hasn't
since that.
retaliated.
Yeah. I'm still Luis number
I
one.
think that makes him the winner.
Yeah, I lose
Seeing how
regardless.
as he didn't eat dog food, I think that makes him the winner.
I lose regardless. But I'm still Louis number one in my eyes. But yeah, no, I do actually have a tendency to wander off, man. I got to stop doing that. I just turned 27 recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine to venture off on your own sometimes.
Yeah, I guess. But this night in particular.
Why don't I set the stage?
Set the stage.
Set the stage up a little bit.
So it's one of my other cousins' birthday. Shout out to Louis, local Louis.
Louis number
Yeah.
two.
Number two.
The vape god, you know. shout out to Louis. So we get out there for his birthday, and you actually provided us, because you're in the industry,
right?
You provided us with the all expenses paid. I don't even know if that's true. I think you just pay the expenses. I don't even know.
He has a very high outstanding balance on someone's credit card.
He's still working it off.
Someone he kicked out like a couple months ago.
No, but you got us the VIP treatment. It's one of the hottest clubs in Vegas, right?
Yep.
I got us the transportation.
Oh, that was the best part. Yeah.
Yeah. If I could just
see, you've heard of a party bus before.
Yeah.
Oh, you've heard of a party limo before.
Oh, absolutely.
All great.
You got the
things.
lights, you got the sounds,
Yeah,
you got the stripper poles.
Bottles popping,
Yeah.
popping up in there.
And most importantly, a good sound system for you to play your favorite tunes.
Those are the only two needs that
get
you
hyped.
Yeah.
Get hyped.
And our boy is turning 21. We got to do it big. We got to do it the right way.
Yeah.
So what did we show up in?
Shuttle bus.
Yep. For senior citizens only.
Yeah. It was like after bingo ended, they still had the,
right.
They still had the
like
bus.
my seat was still warm when we got in.
Yeah. Mine smelled like Walker. You know, like a whole person Walker. You know,
There was a hint of oatmeal in there.
Yeah, for sure.
And just an old Bedito. Just the ghost.
Stale, yeah.
The ghost of an old Bethel.
Ghost of Bethel past. You know?
But yeah, no, as soon as we walk in, we see signs that say, please no standing up.
Yeah.
And we're like, first of all.
It was like no standing, no drinks, no fun, no music.
No lights.
Yeah.
It was pitch black when we got inside. I couldn't even see.
Yeah, and then, we get in there and we're like cracking up because this is just funny. But then they're like, oh, driver, like, can you give us the aux cord? He was like, oh, I don't have a stereo.
Yeah.
We're like,
it was just a regular radio stop, whatever.
Mm-hmm. And we're like, fantastic.
Yeah. So it was loud enough for him.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
We're in a bus that accommodates 40 people, and we're trying to tune into his radio.
Yep.
But yeah, no. Rolling in style. And we actually were trying to get him to drop us off around the corner, too.
It was so funny. Because,
yeah,
we rolled up. Because, you know, when you pull up to Vegas, it's a big old thing when you get dropped off by a bus, right? It's hard to miss.
Yeah.
You got all these big old Hummer limos and double-decker buses pulling up. And what do you see us rolling up in? This big old thing and freaking dinosaur looking of a car. And for some reason, the driver decided to turn on the lights.
Yeah, turn on the cabin lights.
And he exposed all of us.
Dude.
So what did we do? We shouted to turn the lights off.
And we didn't even have to shout because there was no music.
Right.
We didn't
even have to scream that loud. We politely asked them, please turn the lights down.
If anything, we caused more attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Because people are now looking
Now
at
they're
us.
looking at the flashing lights going off and on.
Yeah.
So we politely asked them, hey, let's turn the lights down a little bit. You know, we're trying to be incognito.
Drop us off at the back.
Yeah, there's a back entrance where we can get in for the VIPs.
Yeah. He's like, in this thing, no way.
Yeah.
They won't allow that.
Yep. But we made the best out of it, man. We had a blast.
That was the best part of the
It was the best
story.
ride ever.
It was so much fun. That whole night was so much fun.
Yeah.
And it ended, when it should have ended when the club closed.
For you guys.
For most of us.
For most of us, yes.
Yeah.
For most of us.
See, I should have ended my night there, too.
Yeah, we all had a good time, but Luis, no, he didn't have enough good time. My party wasn't good enough for Luis.
Everyone
He
has
needed
that
more.
drunk friend who doesn't know when to call
he doesn't
it
know when it's done.
Right?
Am I that friend?
6 a.m. is not... or it was I think it was about 5 o'clock when we got back to the house and everything.
For you guys?
For us.
What a good time to call it a night.
Yeah, 5 a.m.
That's pretty reasonable.
That's morning already.
No, I mean, long story short, one of the friends that was there, I found out he was from the same Mexican town as my dad.
Right.
And I thought that was crazy. So we started talking about it and we just like hit it off, And I'd met him before, but I had no idea.
Right.
Shout out to my boy Muzzo.
Big Muzz. What's up, Muzz?
Shout out Muzz.
Yeah, and so everyone starts loading into the freaking bingo mobile, And then they're like, oh yeah, let's get McDonald's, let's call it a night.
Yeah.
And Muzz was like, hey fool, He doesn't talk like that.
No.
A little bit.
What the fuck you doing right now, man?
No.
And I'm like,
Dude, Mo's gonna pop you.
Yeah, you for sure. You're not gonna make it to next week's episode, man. You better cool it a little bit.
no. He was like, hey, dude, that's not it either.
That's worse. That's worse.
God. But no, he says like, hey, man, I know this spot if you're down to roll. And, you know, I already have a foot in the old people car, you know? I have a foot in. I look at you guys. Some of you guys are already asleep. Then I look at him, and he's like, come on.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, let's do it. We call an Uber, which takes like 30 minutes to get to us, from what I remembered. And then, yeah, because I'm in that stage where you brown out, you know?
Yeah.
Where you're not fully blacked out, but you dip in and out of memory.
Right.
And so next thing I know, I'm just sitting at a table with a full Mexican band. There's a tuba in my face, and there's a big ass drum, and this guy's just going at it. And we have a bottle of Bucana.
Oh.
Shout out Bucanas.
You know Bucana? Not Buchanan's.
It's Buchanan's, dude.
It's Buchanan's, yeah.
Is Bucana.
Bucanas.
Bucana. Yeah, we have a bottle of Bucana in front of us. And I'm like, where the fuck am I? Just straight up. And then I look over to my left, and there's my boy Muzz. What's up, fool? But no, it's like...
Like he knew you just woke up. He knew you just tuned in.
Yeah. The drugs kicked in right when they needed to. No. So we get bottle service at this club where there's probably 23 people in their total. 17 of them were the band. The rest were me, Muzzo, a bartender, and like 2 girls.
Hey,
that's all you need right there.
1 and 1.
1 and 1.
You share with the bartender.
No, I actually ended up dancing with one of the girls, and then she had to leave. And dude, but now I'm in party mode, and now I'm in like straight up Mexican mode.
Right, you're ready to go now.
Yeah, I started asking the bartenders if they wanted to dance.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if you're allowed to,
That's
but
a tough break.
I was like, I'm really in the mood to dance. Do you want to? And like, I actually danced with one of them. It was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we do this. We end up killing a full bottle of Bucana by ourselves. And I guess I end up calling you at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, I woke you up from your slumber.
Yeah, crying.
I wasn't crying. I wasn't crying. Mike, I'm scared. Oh, wait. Sorry. What were you going to say?
Are we getting to the part where...
Yeah, wait, first of all, we're not asking if this is okay.
No, I'm asking.
I already said this is going to get crazy, so there's no asking.
No, I'm just asking to clarify for the story. I don't want to jump any spots in the story.
All right. We're not missing any details. No. We're not missing any details in this whole pod.
This guy calls me at 8 o'clock in the morning. It sounds like there's tears in his voice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he says, Mike, I don't even know where I am. And I said, can you see the strip from where you're at? He's like, I don't know. And I said, call an Uber. It didn't matter what his answer was going to be. My answer was call an Uber. You should have came home with us.
Yeah.
I'm on like 2-3 hours of sleep at this point.
Right.
I'm not trying to wake up. You know, that's not how Vegas works.
Mm-hmm.
And he calls me. Am I missing anything at that point in the story?
I don't think so, but I did call all of your siblings, I'm pretty sure, and the meat, and I think Alex as well.
That's how you get uninvited.
No, I think we forgot about the part.
Well, yeah.
Before you even called Mike.
Where I ended up?
Let's talk about your nap situation.
Yeah.
So, like I said, browned out. We finished the bottle. I danced with the bartender, and I did also just fast forward a little bit, but I'll come back. I found like a $35 charge on my credit card for like Daisy's Rosas. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I bought that one, the only girl in the club, I bought her a shit ton of flowers. I bought $35 worth of flowers.
What?
Worth of flowers?
Yeah.
$35 worth of flowers?
Yeah. It might have been one rose. Vegas is all over.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But should have came with a rub and tug.
But yeah, no, so whatever, we close the bar out, the band leaves, and we actually end up paying the band for another hour or some shit. But yeah, so we leave.
You're not the employers of the band.
You became their new manager. They're like, all right, we want to take you on the road.
Yeah, we made it big.
Yeah.
And the specialist in roses, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
But no, so eventually Muzzle's like, all right, like, let's call an Uber. And I'm like, thank God, I'm going home. And he was like, yeah, I know of a good spot for ceviche. Like, let's go there. And I'm like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
we go to a mariscos place, a seafood place, and it's now 7 a.m, And I'm like, man, this guy just doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
And so we get there, and I guess later on I found out that's like the ghetto. That's the ghetto of Las Vegas.
You don't want to be out there.
We're in a bad neighborhood. And we get there and it's closed, and they have a full-on like fence around it, you know?
Right.
And I'm like, oh, guess they're closed. Guess we got to go home. He's like, no, man, let's jump the fence. And I was like, what?
They're closed.
Yeah.
There's a fence for that reason to keep.
He jumps the fence, and there's a little bench right there. And he was like, let's just take a nap until they open.
Oh,
I was
my
like,
God.
You gotta be shitting me, man.
What time is that?
We lay on a bench for a little bit.
You didn't have any kind of thought like, maybe I shouldn't do that?
All night. Since he invited me after the club, I had that thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so this guy straight up takes a nap on this bench.
Outside. Right?
Yeah, outside, and it's freezing. It's like, I don't know what the weather's usually like around that time, but to me it was freezing. Mm-hmm. This guy takes a nap on the bench until the staff starts showing up. And I don't think they knew him. Maybe.
Who knows?
They know people who sleep outside.
But yeah, no, and like I see this man at 8 a.m, asleep outside on a bench, waiting for a seafood place to open for breakfast. And
Did you fall asleep at all during this?
Nah, man.
You stayed awake the whole time?
Yeah. At that point, I was like, I can't do this. And so that's when I called Mike, and I was like, my savior, he's going to come right now. Call an Uber.
Call an Uber.
You had your chance. You could have taken the bingo bus back with us, and you could be sound asleep in your bed right now, which is probably the floor.
It was.
Yeah, it's not that much better.
Yeah, I guess I get back to the place at 9 a.m. They have a little pillow set up on the floor for me. Like three little pillows set up for me to sleep on.
We made a mattress out of the sofa cushions.
I think I was on the couch and I woke up and you were on the floor next to me.
Really?
Yeah.
For my 30 minutes of sleep that I got?
Yep.
Because then we woke up early. We headed to your house.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man. See, luckily, when you were saying, like, oh, let's bring up the story, I was like, oh, God, the hooker that I killed that one time or something. But no, yeah. Because that was a crazy night because of how I ended up, what time I ended up.
That's still an ongoing investigation, dude.
Yeah, that's still ongoing. We can't talk about that.
As your lawyer, I suggest you...
Luis Castillo, Luis Alonja Castillo, Luis whatever Castillo. That's just my stage name.
Chupacabra, dude.
Chupacabra. That's just my stage name. I changed my name once I killed that. But yeah, no, man, what a crazy time. And yeah, we went to your house after. And I felt so bad because, I see your parents and I say hi to everyone. And I was just like, I'm sorry. I'm going to crash on this couch right now. Yep. I wake up, I think Mac brought me like a breakfast sandwich. I don't even think he brought me a sandwich. I think that was his sandwich. I was like, oh, thank you. He was like, what the fuck?
You woke up like 12 hours later.
Yeah, you were out for sure for a while.
I think we were leaving Vegas at that point.
And then I wake up. First thing I hear is Big Lean say, hey, man, you're not down to take a shot? Yeah. I'm like, let's do it.
Say I won't.
Breakfast.
Yep. He did take the shot. That's one thing I will give him from all that.
Yeah, for sure.
He did wake up and take a shot.
I've never known him to turn down a shot.
Yeah, it's like you don't hear about that.
Almost the same way that you don't turn down a shot of picking up girls at clubs, stealing them from this guy.
That's not intentional though. It just happens sometimes.
You just got that kind of charm, that uncontrollable charm that just makes you a chick magnet.
It's not even a charm. I don't think I'm a shy person.
You know
I'm a shy person.
I have a tough time dealing with guys like you. Right?
Yeah.
You got good looking guys over here. They got a nice smile and a great personality. You see me over here. I'm the incredibly burly. Shout out to Jalen. I hope you enjoy the wall. Hopefully the camera picks that up. Yeah. I'm the incredibly burly, right? I get passed over left and right, right? Luckily, I'm in a happy relationship. How I fooled one girl into being my girlfriend, I don't know. I think it was the drugs.
She's still in a mental state of mind where.
But I always gotta, I give the good-looking guys a hard time because they have it so easy.
You never give me a hard time.
No, because I only give the good-looking guys a hard time. Right?
Emphasis on the good-looking, Luis.
Copy
because they have it so easy. You just have to stand there and smile, throw a wink or something. I don't know what you guys do. I have to work for everything that I have, dude. I gotta hit them with the personality, the sense of humor, all my weird weird attributes, my handyman skills, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm good at woodworking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this table.
Knock on wood. I hit on with that kind of thing. And I have to, luckily, like I said, I fooled one into being in a relationship with me.
Right.
But you good-looking guys, man, all you got to do is walk down the street, and it's just like flies to honey.
Can I bring up a story? And I wasn't there, but it's one of my favorite stories that just proves how much of a fucking, like, he doesn't even have to try.
Okay.
And maybe you should tell it. Because, I mean, I might butcher it, I don't know. But pretty much this guy, it's you guys. You guys go to a bar, and then you guys walk in.
Is it the story that I think you're talking about?
Yes.
Is there feeding involved?
Yes.
No.
So here's the story. So I'm out in Vegas one time, and I go out with Lino here, and we go to some club off the street, off of like in downtown Vegas.
I think it's a bar downtown.
Yeah, some bar, whatever.
Low key,
right?
yeah.
So we walk in there, and by the time I make it to the bar, I look back to see where Lino's at, and make sure he's not lost. He's at the entrance of the bar. He's inside, sitting in a booth at some girl's birthday party.
Yeah.
And this girl is feeding him her cake.
Feeding him cake.
Her birthday cake. How he got fed birthday cake before I made my way to the bar in a bar is unbelievable.
Fucking sex king over here. And
Dude,
is she going fingers
She's
to
going
mouth?
fingers to throat, dude.
Oh
She was deep in there.
That story still trips me out. I don't know how that happened.
Shut, you know exactly.
I
how
said
it
happy birthday. That's all I said.
You beautiful son of a bitch, man.
Yeah, you
know
good
exactly
looking guys have it too easy.
I literally just sat next to her and said, "Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday." And next thing, before I knew it, she was feeding me cake.
Dude,
I've said happy birthday to girls plenty of times. You know what I get?
Get away from me, pervert. Or the other one. I have a boyfriend.
Yeah, I have a boyfriend. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, see, I always thought I was pretty good looking until Vegas and hanging out with Lino. And
That was one time. It's not like that. That was
You still
rare.
have some cake right here, dude.
Oh shoot!
Did you say hi to my sister? You son of a bitch.
It's your sister's birthday. Sorry, I just said happy birthday. That's it.
That'll do it for this episode.
We're about to fight now.
Please say goodbye to our new special guest.
Yeah.
It's all for him.
Yeah, tune in for the You're Not Down exclusive for the street fight, me and Lino, where I get the shit kicked out of me.
At least you die with honor.
Man, freaking good looking guys, man. I hate them.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. It's not easy.
Your life must be
it's
so
not
hard.
easy.
It sounds very difficult.
I'm not out there. I'm not out there like that.
What are you trying to do? Are you looking for love? Do you have somebody in your life? What's going on? Who are you?
I'm chill.
All
I'm
right.
chill, man. Oops. I'm gonna break your guys' equipment over here.
No, it's quality equipment. Just don't touch the sign.
Don't even
The
look at
sign
the
hasn't
sign.
fell once tonight, so just so you guys know, it's legit. It's
Yeah,
legit.
we're good.
But yeah, I'm not really trying to like jumping into anything. Like I'm just trying to,
Just riding the wave.
I'm just having a good time.
It's the most polite way of saying,
I fuck nightly.
I'm trying not to sound like that, but honestly, I'm not really putting a lot of effort into. I did
into
the whole,
getting to know girls on a personal level, not knowing their names.
Yeah, that's hard. I'm bad with names already,
Sometimes
so
you gotta write it on your hand.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a language barrier.
yeah. Oh,
I'm glad you said it. 'Cause
no.
I was about to say it. Another example. Of
I
how this
honestly
guy-
forgot about that story. That story might be a little too explicit for the pod, but
Okay, all right.
We don't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
let's just say we didn't speak the same language. But
Well,
the
yes.
results were very good.
Yeah.
They spoke the same language laying down.
Yes.
Head to toe.
Oh man,
But
I hate it.
no, man, like I did the dating stuff. I did the online dating. I was on Tinder, but it got boring.
Yeah.
He just got bored
Once
of
you-
having sex
yeah.
with so many girls.
It's like,
must be a great problem to have.
It's not even so many girls. It's just it didn't seem like real,
No, I get you.
Because when you're trying to meet somebody, you put on this front, right? you're the guy. You know, you're the big guy.
Yeah.
You want to make yourself seem. I didn't like all that.
There's a lot of
braggadocio.
Facade. I think facade is a good word, right? You put
absolutely.
up a facade.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just got tired of just talking about the same old thing, and we will talk for a couple days, and then nothing more would come out from it. So it's like, are we wasting time here? Or are we just?
And because it's like, Tinder specifically. I mean, like I don't have the apps, but from my understanding, Tinder specifically is like you're there to hook up. Like,
right, and that's
fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
but it's like.
I definitely had a Tinder phase where it was like I was throwing out the craziest, raunchiest pickup lines ever, just not caring, right? Oh man!
Hey, pretend we're two girls in your DMs right now.
Yeah.
What's your pickup line?
I feel like mine's a swipe no.
Yeah, you see this face.
He comes across a girl who looks like me. That's a swipe no.
Yeah.
He's like, yep.
You're right. I don't know.
Did you have like a go-to one? Like, is there one that you kind of recycle?
You just copy.
There was definitely one that I used a lot.
Copy and paste.
It was more of a thing where it's like, okay, I'm making them laugh a little bit, but I know they know it's a joke, right? So it's never like, oh, what did he say? I'm jumping in his bed. It was more of a joke type of thing, but I always got some good replies, So this is what it was.
I'm gonna close my eyes and just put myself there,
Yeah.
Okay, let's dim the lights a little bit.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hey. Hi. Did you sit on a bag of sugar? Cause that ass is sweet, girl.
Oh my God, does that work?
Yeah, surprisingly.
When you look like that, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
You try saying that.
Hey, I want to take a bite out of your sugary ass.
That's actually better. That's better, actually. Let me write that down. Let me write that one down.
Reinstall Tinder.
Yeah. Download Tinder now.
Man, that works, huh?
It brings out a good laugh, a good chuckle. Only if they've never heard that before. I don't think that's a known line. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that one, but
never in my life.
I don't know where I got that from.
My pickup game is weak.
But
yeah, you tried to pick me up two episodes ago.
Yeah, but you're heavy.
Huh?
Whoa! Oh, I thought you meant physically. All right, so you were talking about this Tinder thing, right? Mm-hmm. And there was one line that I think I might even helped you out with a little bit in messaging a girl. And it's something along the lines of, damn, girl, your body got me looking like Forrest Whitaker. Do you remember that?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Did that get you any play on the maybe that's the kind of luck I would have.
Wait, what does that line mean?
Yeah, I don't remember too much, but I remember the Forrest Whitaker. I don't remember the details behind it.
I mean, I just thought, like, if I had a Tinder, I never have, but if I had a Tinder, I'd probably be using dumb lines like that.
Yeah.
So I guess I wanted to know my success rate.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's majority of the time that you're spending on Tinder. I mean, for me, I was like just saying the most outrageous thing possible and see if you get a catch.
Yeah.
Wait, the line is, "You're so fine, you got me looking like Forrest Whitaker."
Yeah,
No, I don't know.
For the audience, for the audio only audience, imagine me doing a Forrest Whitaker impression, and that's exactly it.
And now imagine using that as a pickup line. I don't even understand I don't even know what that's trying to say, but it worked.
For him, it probably
it's saying
worked.
it's probably I'm impressed with your looks.
Yeah, you got me just like, damn,
wow.
Yeah. You blew an eye out. You
blew my eye socket out of my. Shout out Forrest.
Yeah, shout out to
Forrest Whitaker. Thanks for listening. We know you're a big fan.
Leave a 5-star review. Get your name shout out in the podcast. That goes for the rest of you guys as well.
It's getting a little bit weird with the fan mail that you keep sending. But,
yeah.
Forrest got to chill.
Let's keep the photos above the waist, if you don't mind. Because that almost blew my eye out. No, but you mentioned you mentioned his drunk story about him spending the night on a park bench or outside of a seafood restaurant or whatever. Yeah. I want to know if you had any drunk stories.
Yeah, you're calling us out over here.
Yeah, and I've had my share. I've had my share of drunk stories for sure. I was 20 years old, 21 years old, growing up in Vegas, like working at a nightclub, most people would say, "What are you doing working here? You should be here partying every weekend, right?"
And you should be.
Yeah, and I should be, but I don't. I liked being on the other side a little bit more, you know. But there was a occasional times where, you know, we had our fun outside of work. Because when I'm at the club all the time, I don't want to go to the club. You know, my party is at work. Like, I'm doing that already. It becomes
work.
So I don't want to go out to the club. I'm already there every night, you know. So my thing was more of bars. I like the bars, you know. So after work, sometimes on a Saturday night, you know, me and some friends would go out and you know, would have a good time. So
get some cake fed to you.
That wasn't even fun. Like my fun was going and eating some good bar food and, you know, having some beers. And sometimes we got a little carried away, you know.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. You like chicken wings?
Yes.
Are you a drumsticks or a flats kind of guy? Or are you a weird boneless freak?
What's weird about that?
So nothing's weird about that.
Thank you.
It depends. If I go to B-dubs, I'm getting boneless all day.
Okay.
Boneless all day. You know, I'm not trying to work. I'm trying to be lazy.
Trying to just shovel
I'm trying to
in
be
your
lazy.
mouth?
I'm trying to dunk and just nobody talk to me. You know?
You're trying to get a mouthful of boneless.
Yeah, for sure. But if I do go to one of the bars that I like going to, local spot, definitely more of a flat guy.
Yeah.
And recently I just learned the whole wing trick about doing the little twisting. You guys ever do that? You twist the bones and then you scrape the meat all off.
No, I do.
There's a process to it. There's a process.
I do a pull apart and then I eat them like they're a toothpick.
But that's why boneless is so much better. The fact that there's even a method of what's the best way to get to the meat. Just fucking toss it in there.
The meat is
But there's times
tender.
where like, so the spot that I go to, they don't have boneless. They just have the flats, or they got
bone in, baby. This whole
bone
podcast
in
has
all
been
way.
bone in.
We're bone in all day.
You look like you like.
I enjoy a good bone in.
Yeah.
For sure.
Stand at a 90-degree angle next to me.
Yeah, but so I learned this little process of how to eat a flat like an adult.
Yeah.
You know, you twist both sides, you know, get it loose, get the bones loose. One side peels off, and then on the other bone it has all the meat, right? So you just peel all the meat off that one bone, and now you have a boneless chicken wing, and you just dunk the whole thing in, and you go to town.
Or you could just order the boneless chicken.
They don't have boneless. That's my thing. That's why it depends on where you're at.
You don't
listen.
That's
dude.
the problem with this podcast. You do too much talking, not enough listening.
Yeah, exactly.
We gotta hit that soundboard a couple more times.
I'll just shut my goddamn fat fucking mouth then. Proceed with your conversation, guys.
But yeah, that's my take on wings. You know, I'm for sure a boneless guy when it comes to B-dubs. If I'm somewhere where they give boneless wings, if that's an option, I'm for sure going with that. I don't want to work for it.
Yeah.
But
that's gonna conclude our how to eat a wing segment of the You're Not Down podcast. But what that reminds me of, when it comes to bone in, I think I've seen you bone in on the dance floor before.
Wait, time out. Whoa. Was this whole question just a way to get to this story right now?
That's how you segue, kids. Also, kids, don't turn off this podcast. You should have been listening to 18 and
Go
over.
to sleep, guys. Go to sleep.
The fact that he asked you what kind of like wings you like, and he didn't care what you had to say.
He didn't care about my process.
No.
About breaking the bones. He did not listen to any of that.
Whatever.
You're like, I learned how to eat
bone-in.
Yeah, he's trying to get down to the nitty gritty.
Speaking of bone-in, we once went out for my brother's birthday, which happens to fall on St. Patrick's Day, right?
Shout out, Mac.
Shout out to Mac. So we went out to this place in Vegas called the Golden Spike, right?
Gold Spike.
Oh, Gold Spike, Golden Spike, whatever. I ain't no Vegas logo.
You're gonna tell a story.
It's all right.
Wow.
Golden Spike. I like golden anyways.
Yeah.
Golden's better.
Than golden.
Yeah, it's Golden Spike.
Yeah, golden is my favorite color.
Yep.
But so we're all out there dancing on the dance floor, having a good time, drinking some drinks or whatever. It's one of those occasions where you might go missing. You in particular. Funny enough, you're dressed in an all shamrock suit.
Oh yeah.
Right? You're just out there, you're doing your thing. Mm-hmm. Good looking guy, has no problem picking up women's. He could show up to a bar in an all shamrock suit and not only talk with any girl he wants to, but he gets a shout out by the DJ.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
The DJ calls him out and says, "Shout out to this guy right here in the shamrock suit.
Shout out to this fool."
Yeah, that was me for sure.
So we all turn over and see what he's doing. This guy's in mid-grind with some random stranger we've never seen before. And what was she doing to you, dude?
Dude, so I honestly didn't even say anything to her. And you're probably going to be upset about that.
Yeah, I think we all are.
I honestly didn't say anything. I didn't look at her. I was just standing there, and she just turned around, back towards me, and just started going to town and started twerking.
She just backed her pooper up onto you?
Yeah.
Beep,
Just
beep,
backed that thing up all up on me. And
how big was she? Why did she got reverse beats?
yeah, wait, hold on. I didn't even catch that. Why did she got the bam, 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 bam?
It was more of a beep than a bam, but I'll allow it.
No, she was cool. She was cool. Yeah,
I bet. Sounds great.
She was having a good time. I was having a good time, and she was having way too much of a good time because she was down, getting nice and grimy, and before I knew it, I turned around to see if anybody was watching what was going on. By the time I turned back around, this girl was face flat on the ground.
What?
Yeah, like...
Did you give her like a nice little thrust or what?
No, my hands were up here. Like, I was like, hold on, are you guys watching this? You know, it was that type of thing. And then once I turned back around, her legs were like flat, like spread out like a split, but her face was on the ground. Like I was like, "How did you get there?" I didn't do anything.
You just put your hands up.
I was like, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. And then she got up and she was kind of embarrassed, but
did she get back to twerking right after?
not right after. She was embarrassed. Or she got kind of like.
She took make your knees touch your elbows to a whole new place. It was make your face touch the concrete.
Like that was the first night she ever did the splits. Like,
But was the song you guys were dancing to "Get Low, Get Low"? Maybe she was just like trying.
She might have been getting low when I turned away, and I just didn't even notice. She might have been on a little like, all right, look at me, I'm getting lower and lower.
Yeah.
She wanted to show you how low she could get.
Yeah.
And then splat, dude.
And then splat, her face was on like her cheek was on the ground. Like I don't know how long she was there. And I didn't help.
I like that. Like you're turning to us to be like, "Hey, look at this!"
Yeah,
and then
I literally had.
We look and there's a girl passed out on the floor in front of you. We're like, "What did you do?"
I had a beer in my hand. I was like, "Yo, you guys see this?" And she was on the ground, and that was that. I didn't even get to talk to her. I didn't say anything to her. But
and the thing is too, if I was wearing that freaking 4-leaf clover suit, look at this asshole.
it would have looked way better on you. Let me just say.
No. The DJ's like, shout out to the fucking asshole in that stupid suit.
That's what he was thinking.
In that stupid suit.
That's classic DJ sound effect.
Yeah.
But sure enough, obviously, the good-looking guys have everything handed to them.
Everything, dude. It's an unfair world. It's a cruel world.
I'm just there to have a good time, man. I'm trying to have a good time. That's all.
Yeah.
So am I.
That's it.
But you have a better time. Yeah, that's freaking crazy, man. I do have a move, and I did it that same trip. Because once I saw that you took my girl, I was like, all right, well, I guess I gotta go for someone else, whoever's left, you know? And I have a move, and because, you know, it's like, first and foremost, I want to have a good time there. To have fun, not to like hook up with girls. That sometimes happens, sure, but like I want to have a good time with my friends, yada yada, and I want to get a good laugh every now and then. I'll act a fool every now and then.
Right.
So one of my moves, and because I also like to talk to strangers too. So one of my moves, and this is in no way saying like, oh, I'm doing this as a joke on them.
Right.
It's more like trying to be inclusive, where, you know, sometimes there's a heavier girl who's not getting much love.
Yeah, big girls need love too, man.
I give them that love.
I'm all about that.
I'm that guy that gives them
Spreading
love.
love and positivity.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
And so my move is, and I'll usually signal to Mac or something, and I'll be like, hey, watch this. And, you know, there's maybe a heavier girl behind me, and I'll like be kind of like dancing, and I work my way to her, and I bump into her. By accident, quote unquote,
like,
accidental bump.
Yeah, I hit her. I don't hit her. I fuck her up. We have a straight up street brawl in the middle of the
throwing
dance
elbows in the middle of the dance floor.
You over here like, guys, watch this girl twirl. I'm like, guys, watch me beat the shit out of this girl. No. I'll be like, yo, watch this.
Check this out.
Yeah, I bump into her and I turn around and I give her like, hey, like I'm dancing here, watch it. And she always goes, I'm sorry. And I'll be like, nah. And I just start like twerking.
So your plan is to make her feel like shit
No. It's
like
never...
it's her fault that you bumped into her.
Yeah.
That's not a good start, man.
Oh, but saying your sugar ass is all. I got a sweet tooth and I want that sugary ass. But that's a good move.
That's a tender line, man. That's a tender line. You're face to face with this girl.
Your strategy is you're so big that I couldn't help but bump into you.
Like I can't even dance
no.
without you standing behind me. That's what you're saying.
What I do, I present it in a joking way. It's never like watch where the fuck you're dancing, you know?
Like she's not watching already.
No, it's always like, hey, what the heck? But then immediately I start like twerking on them. Okay. And they love it. They start giving me the little...
Yeah, they start smacking you on the ass.
Yeah, and then I'm like, hey, okay, consent is cool, all right.
All right.
But no, that's kind of my move. And I do it every now and then because it's always... It gets them involved and they have a good time because they think it's hilarious. And then it like just makes everyone like in my friend group laugh because like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah, what are you up to?
Yeah. But no, I haven't done that in a while, man. I talked about how I have trouble. I lost the confidence, man. I've peaked already.
Yeah.
I've hit my peak. I think the day that I lost my confidence was the day I went to Vegas with you.
Oh, don't tell me that, man. Don't tell me that.
The first day you felt like a boy amongst men.
Yep.
One man in particular.
Once I see a guy that can get a girl full split and cheek to asphalt,
Yeah.
that's when I know it's over for me.
Yeah, ring it up. Hang him up, it's over.
Yeah.
What's your move? You look at your girlfriend straight in the eyes. You tell her you love her.
Yeah, I love you.
Yep.
Would you like, can I have your hand in this dance? And then we proceed to waltz.
Yeah.
Waltz while the Ying Yang twins are like,
That's the best time to do it.
Yeah.
I'll say you secure one. You lock one in that way.
No,
So speaking about that, something most people don't know is that Mike has the craziest drive-through game.
what does that
This
mean?
was back in the day.
This is back in the day. That's a fact. It was back in the day.
It's just a way to keep my skills sharp.
Yeah, just staying on your game, making
Drive
sure you
through-
still got it.
Drive-through like fast food drive-through.
Yes, fast food drive-through, and it wasn't even like a game. It wasn't like, oh, I'm flirting with this cashier. It wasn't even like
No,
it was
I
just.
wouldn't even do that.
Yeah, Mike was just a smooth talker.
I'm just a polite person, right?
Yeah, he's just a smooth, polite dude, and that got him all the ketchup that he ever wanted.
Yeah.
I remember Mike had every ketchup, every sauce, anything. Dude, they didn't charge him an extra 50 cents or anything, dude. He had
People like me have to pay extra for that.
Yeah,
kind
you
of
pay
service.
for 75 cents for an extra soy sauce or whatever,
The
hot
thing
sauce.
is, it's so simple, right? When they ask you, would you like some ketchup with that your order? You say, I would love some.
Yeah,
Right? You
just
look at
like
me-
that.
You look at Brian now, she's like,
Love some.
I would love some.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And they give you all the ketchup that you want.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just being a good person. This is about spreading love and positivity.
That's all it is. It's that.
Wait,
That's all it
is there a hidden motive besides getting free ketchup?
And I'm just trying to spread
He's
joy
just trying
to
to
the
stay- he
masses.
just-
That's all.
yeah, he's
you know,
just-
these people are dealing. They're at work. They're working in the fast food industry. They could use a good pick me up.
I just remembered. I actually witnessed this. I never even like.
Never
drew
even put
the-
it together,
I
yeah.
never connected
You
the
never
dots.
linked it up.
I was. I don't know if this. No, she was there. This is not going to get you in trouble.
Shout out to Meat.
Shout out to the
What's
meat.
up, Meat?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people say I third wheel their relationship, you know, but I don't. Why are you nodding? I was going to say, I don't think it's that way at all, but I guess so. No, they pick me up to hang out every now and then. So it's like him driving, the meat in the passenger seat, and I'm the guy sitting in the middle of the back seat, not one of the window sides. I'm the one with the little, so like your legs are elevated, your knees are up.
your knees are spread out on both sides.
You got that weird little.
You got the AC right between your legs, just shooting straight up.
Straight into the taint.
Yep.
But yeah, no, we went to a fast food restaurant one day, and what's it called? It must have been something like that, where Mike's giving the order or whatever, and then we're getting the food, and the lady says, "All right, have a good day," and he goes, "Thank you. Have a fantastic day yourself."
Right.
And I was
That's
like,
polite.
that was
wholesome.
nice.
That's polite.
Yeah, I was like, that was nice of him. Maybe I should start saying that.
Right.
But the look that the meat gave him immediately after
Ooh.
we pulled away, even before we pulled away completely from the window, she's like, "Are you sit?" She doesn't talk that aggressive.
A little bit. She does a little bit.
That was actually my best joke.
That was actually pretty good.
Are you kidding me?
That's spot on.
I thought it was like a joke, but she was like, "Why are you talking to her like that?"
Yeah.
But it's just your drive-through.
Yeah, it's my drive-through game.
Did you get enough ketchup for your fries?
Yeah.
There you go.
See, what the meat failed to recognize is you got honey mustard for days
Yeah,
now.
she don't even have to go back for more sauce.
Nope.
She got all the sauce she needs.
Exactly.
She just saved
And I'm the
herself.
one
From
who gives
3
it to
little
her.
words. Yep.
Yeah.
Have a fantastic.
That's a little more than 3 words.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man.
It's just that simple.
That's
I'm
simple.
just about spreading love and positivity. That's all.
Yeah.
This world is a cruel place at times. I'm trying to make this as wholesome as possible.
Yeah, you're trying.
Yeah. Mike's like, dang it, I'm going to go see the meat right now.
Please welcome the meat who's been standing behind curtain number 1 this whole time.
Mike, it looks like we're spending the night here tonight.
Not on third wheel, you guys though, do I?
No.
Yeah.
Dude, you never invite me to
I don't see a problem with the third wheel.
No, it's
Hey, it's not a third wheel, first of all.
I don't see a problem with the third wheel, man. Are we doing this?
I didn't know if...
All right. You left me hanging, so.
yeah. That's why he can't pick up any girls.
That's why he doesn't pick up girls, because
Right.
he leaves his homies hanging.
I always leave it hanging.
So.
Always hanging.
Yeah, try to make another dick joke. That's what we do here on the You're Not Down podcast. Always looking for the best dick joke.
Yeah.
God, terrible. I feel like every podcast where I say something stupid, I'm like, worst podcast ever. I blew it. We were having a good time. Man,
No, nothing's wrong with the little third wheel sometimes, man.
I'd like to think
That's
so.
great, man.
Look me in the eyes and tell me it's great.
If I do that, I'm not going to face the camera. The fact that I can see you peering into the back of my skull.
Yeah.
No, it's been great.
Maybe it's time that I get a girlfriend. Hey, look, you know what? I'm gonna download Tinder. I'm gonna use the Forrest Whitaker line.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Oh,
use...
dude, you're unstoppable. You're unstoppable.
No, I think I could be stopped fairly easily. I could get reported immediately.
Yeah.
I'll use the Forrest Whitaker line. I'll use the sugar ass line. If those don't work, and if I'm not wearing a 4-leaf clover suit in my profile pic, then it's me. It's me. There's nothing else I can do. I'm a lost cause.
You could come up with something, man.
I mean, I usually rely on my personality, but clearly that's not fucking working.
This whole podcast has been just a ruse to get Luis.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We all noticed this.
Yeah.
We all noticed this
We're
for
that
sure.
good. I'm glad.
Yeah. I almost brought girls here
Oh, really?
to surprise you.
Can I change my hoodie? Wait, how much did you pay for these girls? To surprise me.
I almost brought them all the way from Vegas. You know, they're obviously not working right now.
Yeah.
I look for commitment in girls. If they're driving from Vegas, that's someone I want to
they're ready
introduce
to
to
go.
mama.
But yeah, man, we gotta do some kind of a.
All right, take a look. At
Honestly, you have more confidence than me for sure. By
That's
far.
a goddamn lie.
It's not because your thing is you like being out. You like picking up girls the old-fashioned way, and you know, picking up a girl at the bar and say, "Hey, what's up?" or whatever, and like you're super old school about it, right?
I guess so.
I couldn't do that. I if somebody said, "Hey, Lino, like that girl's hot, go talk to her," I'm gonna be like, no, I don't know. That's me. I'm like, if it happens, it happens. If I accidentally bump into her like this guy, that's the best way possible to go about it. But I can't go up to girls like that. Like you have way more confidence than I do.
I get in my own head these days, but I used to be really good at that. I used to go up to whoever, and easily. And it was never even like something that was happening every night. But it's just like, I don't know. When you feel it, you feel it. But you know, I went out with this guy fairly recently before Corona hit. And it took me 3 hours to talk to this girl. And and you know what? I didn't even talk to her until the lights went up last call.
Ooh.
And I was just creepily looking at her every now and then. But
It's the wrong time.
But she was also looking at me the whole night.
Hey.
And so I guess she just got tired at the end of the night. Lights are on.
Anyone will do.
Yeah, she was like, I didn't
You're
find anyone
digging
else.
yourself a hole on this one. Yeah.
Lights are on. Fuck it. You know
Yeah,
what?
man, you're the only thing that's left. All right, let's do it.
No, she gave me a wink. And you know what? That's all I needed. Because after that, that's when I was like,
If that wasn't enough, then
if she would have given me a wink 3 hours prior, you know, that would have been very helpful.
right. But what did you do after you got this win?
Cassandra, if you're listening to this, please, you still haven't accepted my follow request. So please do that. I have 3 DMs waiting for your opening. Thank you.
Hold on. Cassandra.
God, another one.
I just got a follow from a Cassandra. I don't know who that is.
How is she so quick listening?
I don't know how she. I don't even know how she got my Instagram.
God. Not even surprised that I was another one. One day, man. One day, this podcast is gonna bring me the love of my life.
Off. Yeah, for sure.
If you're what?
If she's down for this podcast, well, she's down. You know what I mean?
I hope so. This just got really sad.
Shed a tear out for all the Cassandras out there that never hit my boy back.
And I feel like I learned a lot from your relationship too.
Yeah, there's plenty to learn there.
All the drive-through experiences, kind of.
Yeah.
The lesson learned this episode is don't start a podcast with your friend and be exposed for your drive-through friendliness.
Hey man, Lino wanted to call us out on certain things, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, we're getting raunchy. We're getting nice and raunchy right here.
No, but that was even a couple years ago. In the previous episode, the KFC, Kentucky Fried Liars, you know, I'm fighting with people. Now I'm fighting with people in the drive-thru. So
yeah,
we've got full circle.
Call us out on something else though, man. I want to see if we're down.
Let's see.
I mean, you know what? This is actually, I mean, I don't know if I would consider you a fan of the show. You're a listener.
No, yeah, I'm an avid listener. Yeah, I listen every week.
We have fans, man. We got fans.
We're out there. We're out there. You guys might not know it.
Let's forget the fact that he's just in person telling us that to our face.
You know, I mean, I guess you're a fan, so it's like you saying we're holding back a little bit. That's helpful, you know. If anything, you know, we want to hear that kind of critique because it's like, you know, we're here, we're winging it. We don't have a plan,
right? Yeah, and that's how it should be, man.
Yeah. So if we're holding back, you know what? Let's open up a little bit more. Yeah. Let's talk about the raunch.
Sure.
Let's get raunchy with it.
The sexy, the dirty.
Yeah.
The fucked up. Let's do it.
Splits facing pavement.
You know,
remember that time we did all these drugs and then
that'll be it. That's all the time we have.
Just kidding.
Yeah, no. We'll try to open up a little bit more, but also, you know, if anyone else has anything that you want us to talk about or like any questions, let us know.
Dude. Yeah. Relationship advice.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, send me that. I'm an expert
all day.
I'm an expert, first of all.
Yo,
obviously he's the guy to go to.
The one single guy and the one that doesn't.
The single guys have all the information for all their friends and relationships. You know, they always have the best advice, right?
I don't know shit. Dude. Yeah, man. Reach out to us on there. Ask us whatever.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you guys for having me, man. This is awesome.
Tell the people where they can find you.
I'm on Instagram a little bit.
What's your handle?
It's just my first name _ last name, Lino _ Lares. Keep it simple, man.
That's LARES.
Yep.
Lares.
LINO. Lino.
Yep.
_
We don't
Lares,
want to double,
right?
Yeah, no. I'm gonna be checking in on your Instagram to see if any of my girlfriends that
let me see if Cassandra. Yeah, what's up, Cassandra? Where you at?
No, but that's gonna do it for this week's episode. Thank you so much to our very first guest, Lou. Thank you so much.
That's my brother, man.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for our very first guest, Lino. Thank you for coming to the set. Hope you enjoy yourself. Hope we made something out of this hour. I don't know if that's true, but thank you to all of our fans watching in. Don't forget to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I don't even know if it's possible on Spotify, but leave us a review. We'll shout you out on the podcast. You know, thank you so much. You can find us on Instagram at You're Not Down Pod. Spell your right. Don't be a dum-dum.
Yep.
Right? That's also for our Twitter. We're on TikTok now. I don't know if we have anything posted up there, but keep your eyes peeled. Send us emails. Any questions you want us to talk about. You can send it anonymously, and so you don't have to worry about your secrets being divulged. You know, we're big on secrecy here at the You're Not Down podcast.
Yeah.
And send us an email at yndpod@gmail.com. I think, guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Un aplauso for our first guest.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, or laughter.
Still don't have a clap.
No, but thank you guys so much.
Thanks, guys. Rock on.
Rocking on.
Rock on, guys.